In today's video, we are making some projects that turned out super fun, making them in unique ways and trying something new that I've never used before that actually turned out really cute. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. A huge thank you to Heyday for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get started. Alright, so I had this really fun idea to create a very decked out photo frame for Christmas. I was inspired by these clay-like ornaments from Dollar General. Now last year these were $1, but all of Dollar General's ornaments are going up as well. This was just left over, so I'm not sure how much it would cost, but I think some of them are going up to $2, but they do have sales a lot of times to find them, or you can pick out a Dollar Tree ornament. But I chose this photo frame because it's really wide and has a lot of surface area for the spackling. So I'm just using some lightweight spackling. I pick up mine from Walmart now since I haven't been able to find it at Dollar Tree, and it's a lot better. I do add a tad bit of water to get it more of like an icing consistency, and it will be able to pipe through this piping tip. So I put it into a Wilton bag, or you can buy a Dollar Tree icing bag and put a star tip on it so it has a little bit of texture. You want to remove everything that's in the frame. I was shocked that they had like a plasticky piece instead of real glass, but you probably could replace that, and then just have fun with it. Start piping this onto the frame in some swirly designs, and just make sure that you're filling it up and adding a little bit of extra texture by using the star tip. I did pull off a little bit of spackling in that corner and replace it just so the pattern looked better, and then stuck a couple of little stars over it with the icing bag, and then pushed in this little cookie or this little ornament made of clay. And then you can just have fun with it. Use anything that you have on hand. Hobby Lobby has these really fun ornaments that have the peppermints and candy canes in there, but Dollar Tree sells confetti that would work as sprinkles, and then I have ordered sprinkles off of Amazon last year, so that's what I'm using. And then just like I say, just have fun with it and fill this in. I think this is going to be such a fun little display, something I want to put on my countertops, my kitchen, and display my kids in them. But how cute is this? I want to make some more of these so bad and create enough that I could put some in like my little ginger village that I have in the dining area. But after you do sprinkle the sprinkles on there, or these are fake sprinkles from Amazon, or the confetti, whatever you decide to use, be sure to take like a pencil or a pen and push them down into the spackling a little bit, because you want these to hold really well and not fall off. But this was really fun to create. I'm going to pop a picture in here of when my kids were little babies, but I think this is so adorable, and I'm really excited to create some more just like this. And then this was last year's $1 ornaments. Like I mentioned, some of them have went up to $2, but recently they had an ornament sale where every ornament was 50% off. And these are from the Dollar General, but you could easily just use Dollar Tree ornaments. But for these, I just took the string off and displayed them in a like cake plate with the glass over it, and they look just like real cookies. Okay, so before we jump back into this video, I want to take a break and tell you guys about a fun little relaxing escape that I've been loving lately, and that is by downloading Heyday. It's a super peaceful farming game where you get to harvest your own crops and build your own cute little farm, decorate, and just relax. Here, the sun is always shining. It's not getting dark early, which means everything to me. Honestly, after crafting, editing, wrangling the kids all day, I am ready just to sit down and tend to my little farm. I've been leveling up mine, and it's so fun unlocking new areas, decorating my farm exactly how I want it, making it unique. And since Heyday is partnering with me on today's video, we are giving away a $50 Visa gift card. Here's how to enter. You download Heyday using the link down in the description, or scan the QR code that's on the screen, comment your farm name below this video. That's it. I'll randomly pick a winner on December 15th, so mark your calendars, and you can receive receive the $50 Visa gift card. This giveaway is hosted by me, not YouTube or Supercell, and it's open to residents of the US, UK, Canada, and Australia who are 18 years or older. No purchase necessary to enter. All of that information is down below, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into crafting. Alright, so here's the main project that I did not know if it was going to turn out. I have never used grate stuff before in my craft projects. I think I've used it as like a home project before, but I am pairing it with some of these little loaf pans. I did pick these up from Walmart. I got a larger size as well as the smallest size that they had. And you want to read all of the directions and follow all of the safety protocols on the back of your can. So make sure that you read everything before you get started. And it wants you to use gloves as well as eye protection and a mask. This stuff can be hazardous, so just be careful and use common sense when using it, but make sure you read your can. Now, I tried to be careful because I watched a lady make this. Now, I will link the video that I watched down below. Be sure to go check her video out as well as this one if you want to create these. And you can see that I kind of did like a zigzag pattern and I left a tiny bit of space, but I wish I wouldn't have done that because all of that texture shows up. I wish I would have made it one solid line and tried to get them a little closer together. But I did let this go ahead and completely dry overnight and then pulled it out of the pan. The bottom was still sticky, so I had to let it dry a few more hours outside of the pan. But I cut the bottoms off with a serrated knife just to make sure they had flat bottoms. And then I'm not the best at painting bread. I've never really done it before, but I just got out all of the browns that I have. Turns out that when you're doing bread or painting bread, you want more of yellow tones. I kept getting gray undertones by using like my favorite mineral color paint, and that didn't work so well to make it look like realistic bread. So just keep adding in the yellow tone browns and then add like the little toasted parts by making them darker. The lady that I watched did a really great video on painting hers, so like I mentioned, I'll leave that link down below if you want to watch it, but I just did the best I could. I'll definitely be making these again to make some even more realistic, but I have a really cute way to display these that you're not going to be able to see all the imperfections. So I just kept like letting it dry and then doing a different color on top, letting it dry, doing another color on top. And I feel like it turned out really good. The main thing here is to have a cute way to display it. So I found this $5 loaf pan at the Dollar General, but Dollar Tree also sells little mini loaf pans that you could use as well. But I tied it with a ribbon on the top, and if you had this setting on a shelf or a table, nobody is going to know that it's not perfect. It looks like the perfect little loaf of bread. I just wanted it for decor purposes. I love putting like Christmas bakery signs up and making it look all warm and cozy in the kitchen, so I think this will be a great addition to that. These are the mini little loaf pans that Dollar Tree has out. You could pop in one of those mini little breads, or you could melt down a candle. I love to melt down just the tall Dollar Tree candles and pour them in here. Make sure that you position the wick where you want it before it sets up or cools off. And these are so gorgeous as well to put around your dining area. Really makes it warm and cozy. You could even put an LED right inside or right on top, but this also looks just as cute. Alright, so ever since I have started Crafts by Caitlin and started my channel, I have created fun little versions of this throughout the year, and I saw these little glass containers, these brown candle holder containers at the Dollar Tree, and I knew what I had to do with them. Dollar Tree now has these larger glass pieces, and this one looks just like the old time vintage style lanterns, so I knew I had to put the two together and create a really fun piece. Now you do have to glue these, so I added hot glue, took a popsicle stick to kind of smooth it out and seal it off, but you can see the dried hot glue around it. So I do pop off those little bows and scoot them up a little bit. I am using the 2-pack LED, like I think they're emergency candles or little LED candles, and I'm popping them inside of here. So they will be battery operated, but you can feel free to use a real candle if you want to. And then, like I mentioned, cut off those bows, and then I retied my own because their bows were a little sloppy, so I thought I could make them a little bit better. And then I wanted to use those wooden buttons so bad, but there was so much of their glue like coming out of the holes in the front. It just made it look really cheap, so I skipped that part and I added some greenery to the bottom. I feel like the brown bottom vases make it look really vintage and homey, adding cozy touches without being super colorful and whimsical looking, but I feel like these just turned out so cute, and I love that they're so much bigger than the older ones.
Baby, this here is just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
So this is the smaller lantern glass at the top that Dollar Tree sells, and you can actually put it on a clear vase and decorate the inside like a snow globe. So my favorite thing to do is add the fake snow, add in mini pine cones, mini berries, anything that you have. Here I am adding E6000 as well as hot glue to the glass. You can do it both ways. Most of the time for video purposes I use hot glue, but if you're wanting a long-term lasting glue, you can use a longer term adhesive, and the hot glue just holds it in place until it dries. Pop in another one of these little candles, add a ribbon, and you're ready to go. I think these also have a really fun, unique look with being different but still giving those warm, cozy winter vibes. I think this is a great time of year to go thrifting. People are cleaning out their houses before Christmas time. They are getting rid of summer things and just extra planters that they have. So I found this really fun, like thick, well-made planter, and I'm pairing it with one of these candle plates from the Dollar Tree and making my own DIY little snowman hat planter. I'm not going to plant something inside of it, but just dress it up. I ended up popping some candy canes in the top, but all you want to do is paint both pieces black, let them completely dry, glue them together, and add some glue where you can make it look like it's all snowy. And you can use glitter or Dollar Tree's fake snow. Make sure they're nice and adhered together. Once again, you can use hot glue or a longer term glue. I used a tiny piece of garland and berries and just whatever I had on hand, but this is so easy to do, and it makes the cutest little holder for pencils or candy canes or anything that you need it for. And then Dollar Tree always has out signs, and all you have to do is add a tiny bit of greenery or Christmas garland to the corner of this, and it instantly looks like it was made for the holiday season. So for this, I'm just using some greenery that I had on hand, some berries. I add a little fake snow using some white chalk paint, and then these little 3D cutouts of the snowflakes, which you can pick up at Hobby Lobby, at Dollar Tree, or Walmart. They add so much to it, and I just feel like this was the perfect little saying to go along for the holidays. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Don't forget to grab Heyday through the link below or the QR code. Take a break from the holiday chaos and start your own cozy Heyday farm and have some fun me time, you time. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. Thanks again for watching. Another huge thank you to Heyday for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.